Welcome, Libra Scorpio, to your Astrodice reading for October. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. And your small horoscope for October. Best message for Libra Scorpio, please. We have the 12th house coming out with Taurus energy with Uranus. Nice. So Uranus is talking about that sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening coming out. A lot of people are having this, and it could be just because of this Mercury retrograde. And we also have Uranus in retrograde as well until like December or something like that, if I remember correctly. And then we have Leo energy coming through. Or no, I'm sorry, Taurus energy coming through. The energy around you, it shows the abundance of nature. It's rich, earthly, productive, and relaxed and slow. I don't know why I said Leo, but maybe some of you have Leo rising. I don't know what's... the 12th house, or you're dealing with a Leo, right? Are you dealing with a Leo in the 12th house, guys? This area of your life is overwhelming you. You yield to a greater cause of power. Is that Leo overwhelming you? I just heard Leo. I don't know. Okay, guys, getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. Clarifying. The sudden change is going to be slow yet relaxing. The area of life which is overwhelming you. Could be any part of your life that's overwhelming you. Got some kind of backwards thing going on over here. It's not moving the way you want it to go. If anything, it feels like you're taking one step forward and then all of a sudden it's just kind of going backwards. Wow, got some arguments going on over here with the Fool in reverse. So you got some Leo, Sagittarius. This is you. And there's that Leo energy coming out with the 5 of Wands, so, and then the Sagittarius, so very interesting. But it's definitely talking about this person, and it does feel like they're being a fool, just straight up. With the Fool is upside down, and it just feels like this isn't going the way we want it to go. We keep arguing. We still have conflict in the beginning of the month. And you're just acting like a fool, just straight up. With the Knight of Swords coming underneath the Uranus, it's this like sudden change in their behavior, the sudden change within what's going on within the 12th house. When you're talking about the 12th house, guys, it could be, right, your inner self, dreams, secrets, past, subconscious, and karma. So we're talking about the 12th house over here saying, well, I'm having this sudden change in the way that maybe we're moving towards this dream. Maybe this person that you're with, you had high dreams with them and they're acting kind of crazy right now, fighting with you, causing conflict. You thought you were moving somewhere together and all of a sudden it changed. Definitely not going the way you wanted it to go. Lots of conflict right now, lots of arguing. Maybe you're arguing because of the dream that you have. Maybe you have a dream and they're not with you on this dream. They're against your dream. Because this can also be against, right? I'm against your dream. I'm against you moving forward. I'm against you doing this. And you're telling them, no, you're acting like a fool. This has to happen. Queen of Coins could be dealing with a Capricorn. But you're saying, this is where my prosperities are. This is where my dreams are. And it just feels like they're kind of against your dreams right now. And also kind of moving against you. And yeah, definitely moving against you with this battling. And it hurts. It's painstaking air over here. So where it feels like within your Taurus energy that you're maintaining, it is slow. It is relaxed. Even the conflict is, it could be this bickering kind of back and forth. It's not this high intense going at it type of argument, right? It's more like very relaxed and slow. So it's like I write you today and I tell you I'm arguing with you, and then you wait a little while and then they're still arguing with you. So it's kind of like this off and on type of argument that's going back and forth, the bickering, arguing. But it is giving you the Three of Swords because it's making you think, and this is that Libra coming in for you, and it's making you feel like they are against what you're going for. And it's not bringing you two together. It feels like where you two were really kind of tight-knit about, was it this dream? Was it this situation that ended up breaking it? They just didn't like what you were doing. Everything's going slow until this came up. Or until you maybe started trying to take action towards it. Telling them what you wanted to do. Yeah, your dreams. Three of Wands. It's like I'm trying to tell you what I want about my dreams, and you're really against this. They don't see you bringing this ship in, or they don't want this ship to come in. And then there's that, we've got Leo, Sag, and Aries. So it could be dealing with some kind of fire sign, or this could be even a Capricorn. Take it how it resonates, but they do not like where you're going. And it's this sudden change out of the blue. And maybe it was even a sudden change. You're like, you know, we talked about this once before of me doing this and making this choice and making this dream come true. And then all of a sudden they just decided they didn't want you to do it. Just suddenly out of the blue. Could be this Mercury retrograde just all of a sudden changed the way they perceive what you're doing. Maybe they didn't have all the details. Maybe they didn't think about the details. You have the Hierophant in the mid-month. You have the Hierophant, the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. You're still looking at the information that you want for your dream. You're like, I don't really care what you want. This is where I'm going. You are very, with this sudden change, you do have this blessing coming through. You do feel committed to getting to your 12th house, right? And you're using a lot of inner strength over here, you guys, with this. With the Page of Swords, it's like, I am going to do what I want to do, and I'm getting all the information that I need, and I'm still looking at where I'm going. So you're not giving up just because they don't like where you're going. You are pretty much battling for what you want and really watching and digging deep for this information. And this is really getting, because this is your inner strength. This is your dream, right? We're talking about the 12th house. This is something that is yours, something you dream about. Maybe it was a secret dream you shared with them, and then they just try to destroy it, right? Why are you destroying my dreams? Like, what the? It feels like, too, with the Hierophant, that the relationship that's so bickery up here in the beginning of the month is calming down, though, too. Okay? It is calming down. So all the arguing and all the bickering is kind of coming to a halt. They're not pushing at you as much as they were before. Which is good, because you're coming out of a backsliding relationship. So it's like you're having the blessings, you're keeping your commitments, but it does feel like the backsliding relationship, getting out of your head about the situation. So it's definitely calming down, just like I just said. More choices are being made by this. We're going to call your person this fire sign. There is more choices, and they are giving you more blessings. So I'm going to say that they started thinking about maybe what they were doing. Just saying, right? Because now all of a sudden they seem to be in mid-month a little more on your side. They really didn't like this dream, this idea that you have, and they're really fighting against it. Maybe they see that you're very committed to doing what you're doing. You're not going to give up the ghost about it. And so they're having this this recognition over here that, you know what, Libra Scorpio is not going to give up on this. So then now they're kind of giving you their blessings. Thanks, right? Thanks for all the bickering, all the Three of Swords, and now you want to come back to me and say everything's okay. Look, it's okay. I've been kind of paying attention now to what you're kind of going after as you're doing all this information research and, going after what you want and kind of seeing it your way. You're kind of stuck, though, in your mind right now. Oh, I would definitely be too, because I would say that this is kind of confusing. You're really against me in the beginning of the month on my 12th house, my dreams and my secrets, and then you're going to come to me and tell me, I kind of see it your way. I have faith and belief in you. I don't want to have a backsliding relationship with you anymore. You know, let's grow. Yeah, of course you're a little stuck, causing confusion, not being able to take the action, because how would you be able to, right? So yeah, you're going to feel a little stuck there. You have the transition and the moving on. No matter what, you're still moving on. Now, the moving on is really going towards the dream, towards the 12th house. The stuckness is trying to figure out what this person is doing over here, right? They've got you kind of in your head. Yeah, see, because you've still got 10 of Swords from them. Thank you, Spirit. You still have like 10 of Swords from them because it's just confusing. That's just literally all it is. And I would so agree with you. How can you sit over here, tell me all of this stuff, and then come in the mid-month around the 13th, the 14th, or the 15th, and then tell me everything's okay, go ahead and start moving towards that. I kind of get what you're saying. Really? Huh. It's almost like you were kind of damned if you do, and now you're kind of damned if you don't, right? So of course you're a little stuck. But you're still moving forward for the dream, yeah, because you're looking at the new chapters, the new worlds, and the new potentials. Yeah. You have the Page of Cups over here. So the Page of Cups is saying you have the self-confidence and the inner strength to keep going forward. And you're keeping the confidence and the inner strength alive, no matter what. So you are doing this for yourself no matter what. Like I said, you could be very frustrated. I feel very just like kind of frustrated with this other person who is against you. So you might be kind of not texting them as much as you usually do, right? A little frustration. The end of the month, you have the moon, looking for the perfect timing, still working hard on this situation, but you are being a little stingy and still a little bitter towards the person who tried to give you a good little fight and a little nitpick over here about this situation. So I do feel this kind of bitterness still coming through. That's that Libra bitterness coming through, and that's just because, like I said, you're still kind of stuck because I just don't, you just think, they're just so topsy-turvy, guys. So there's a little bit of bitterness. Look, I don't see any apology over here, so I'm not really going to worry about that so much, right? Maybe you're waiting for them to come to apologize for you for having a knit fit over here. So definitely right here with this Taurus energy, this is talking about very good Taurus energy. This is talking about staying focused, staying relaxed, doing your work, focusing on what you need, getting yourself and your jobs done at the end of the month. And right here it's talking about that perfect timing, using your intuition and really following through with your dreams, right? Really doing a follow through, looking for your victory. And it does feel like you still want some victory over here. I mean, you want the victory over here with this fire sign, right? I mean, this is a Leo card. So, I mean, it feels like you want victory in both places, but I do feel over here that you're still waiting for them to come to apologize for stomping around and trying to stomp out your dreams. Right? On the Eight of Pentacles over here, you're just pretty much, it's like this sudden change. You got a lot of sudden change. I have to say that here, because suddenly they want to nitpick. Suddenly they want to reverse and say, okay, I'm with you. And then suddenly over here you have the King of Swords coming in, and then suddenly they're looking at your opportunities, and they're suddenly saying, I see you working hard over there. Keep going strong. And you're saying, yeah, because this is where I want to be. This is where I'm perceiving, and logically, this is where I'm going to get to where I need to be. But over here with the stingy and the bitter, and you may feel like you're being stingy, withholding the apology from you, which is still making you a little bitter, right? With the Temperance, and you're waiting for this perfect timing for them to actually come and give you, This apology, waiting for the ultimate harmony to come in, waiting for the perfect time as you're over here still working on this 12th house. So it's like you're kind of doing two things over here, Libra Scorpio, this month, right? Because now you're waiting, you know, and working hard on the 12th house and working towards this dream, this goal, this whatever it is you're working on, and waiting for them to come apologize. And you're waiting. Definitely. 8 of coins. I'm waiting. So you have the 8 of coins over here for the work, and you have the 8 of coins over here saying, I'm waiting for you to come and tell me what you need to tell me. How long is it going to be until you actually can come to apologize? So it does feel like you are looking for this kind of apology from them, because there is some passion going on, and they do passionately love you. And if they really, you know, it's just so slow. Did they, like, are they resisting? Did they not know how to apologize? You know, did they not think about what they did? Do they think that they don't need to give you an apology because you guys kind of got a little bit along, a little bit better over here in the mid-month, so there's no apology needed? I don't think so. You know, seriously, I think that they should come kind of apologize, because this is kind of, like you said, being kind of foolish over here, kind of working against you. I mean, they should come and apologize and say, hey, look, I'm seeing that you're doing a good job over here. I should never have underestimated the situation or underestimated your dreams. We're still waiting, though. Maybe it will come back somewhere within the end of the month, somewhere where we'll show them actually coming back to apologize. We don't dig that deep. We do know that they did not apologize over here because of the bitterness and stinginess in the end of the month. So maybe it'll come back at the end of the month reading. Or maybe it'll come back in November. I would hate to think, though, that it's going to come back in November and wait all that time for them. I mean, we're literally talking about the beginning of the month. It's going to take you a whole month to come actually apologize. I actually would like to have seen the apology right here within the 15th through the 20th, but I don't see it. I do see them coming at you very slow with a lot of passion, and they want to keep the passion alive, so it's not that they're gone, and it's not that they're still not, you know, showing you passion. I just would like to actually see them work with you and allow you to understand that, you know, this was unnecessary, you know. Own it, you know, own up to the wrongs that they had put out, right? Make everybody feel better. And they'd actually be surprised, it'd probably make themselves feel better too. Okay, especially if they're acting a little weird. If they start acting a little weird towards the end of the month, that's because they're trying to hide back from not having to apologize. They'll eat themselves up, right? Okay, guys, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.